So then, round of 8 match for the From Zero to Hero tournament. We're currently seeing the current lineup. CarlJr, three-time world champion and TMGL Winter 2020 champion. Super Carlouf, or the OG Carl Sr., which is the 2006 Trackmania world champion. Then we got Otaaq from Team Zero and Barbos from Team Elementaries. This map is we're starting off on Cascade with a 106.168, the best time we could get on this one by yeah, CarlJr. God fucking damn it. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of help here. I don't really have much mods, so yeah, I'm gonna do that myself, so hang on. I'm doing that pretty much by myself on moderation, so... yeah, sorry for the lack of presentation. So yeah, GLHF about is getting done. So yeah, here we go for the start of round number 1 on Cascade, and we're gonna be going into the round with none other than the 2006 world champion Carl. So yeah, the start pretty much negotiated by all of the players. Otaaq will get the whole shot after CP 1/3 thousandths of a second in front of Carl, but Carl with a bit of a wide line will get dropped down into 4th place and actually battling it out with CarlJr. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna get the situation in the chat sorted a little bit later on, and yeah. Meanwhile, we're gonna focus on the match. Barbos and Otaaq in 1st and 2nd. CarlJr in 3rd place, good with a bit of a wide line here with the this outside line around the poles, and CarlJr getting back into the lead. Barbos and Otaaq in 2nd and 3rd, and Carl having a much better line will get back into the lead. The OG Carl trying to make up some slack right here and trying to get back into the lead himself. And now we're gonna have to see how everything goes for each of these players into the final part of the track. Into the CP they go through the pillar, and Barbos is already far way down, 2/10 down on the leading pack. Otaaq in 1st, and then we got Carl in 2nd, and CarlJr in 3rd. And Carl versus CarlJr, Carl Sr. versus CarlJr, the 2006 world champion versus the triple world champion. It will be decided in the final jump. And now we're gonna have to see everything, and the final jump, it's gonna be CarlJr who snipes in for 4 thousandths of a second. Let's actually see. So yeah, Sigeth, now you're a mod, you could be everything. So yeah, the OG versus the greatest of all time, and it's the greatest of all time that's currently in the lead with the first blood. 10 points for CarlJr in 1st place as we head into round 2 of this of the match. I'm kind of liking moderators, Sigeth. I must totally be honest with you. So yeah, CarlJr versus Carl Sr. And now we're seeing the battle unfold. The B Genius driver currently having had a really good start right now. Currently sitting in 2nd place with 6 points versus the triple world champion himself, currently sitting in 1st place with 10 points. Then we got Barbos and Otaaq a little bit further behind in the pack. And now we're seeing everything unfold right now. CarlJr putting a bit of a lead compared to Otaaq and Carl. And meanwhile, Barbos is a little bit further behind, currently closing the field 2/10 down on the... Oh, and actually Otaaq with a huge stop pick here. That's going to be game over for Otaaq, who's going to get promoted. Who's going to get demoted down to 4th place. Barbos will inherit 3rd place. Carl and CarlJr in front of Carl Sr. right now. And it seems as though we are looking into an easy round win for CarlJr right now, as he is 3/10 up on the 2006 world champion. And now it's all about the jump. Will he get the turtle? No. And Carl with the huge stop pick on the entire freaking hole, and that's gonna be it for the challenge. And Otaaq will get the points for P3, and Carl will finish in P4 in the end. So yeah, unfortunate ending for Carl, who will be demoted to 3rd place with 9 points. And CarlJr right now is doing the full sweep, 2 out of 2 so far in this first map. Now let's follow a little bit Otaaq, shall we? Play from Team Zero. You said that according to one of those guys, according to one of the guys in the chat, I completely forgot who it was, and yeah, one of the most talented youngsters in the Team Zero lineup. We're gonna have to see CarlJr currently in 1st place, but battling it out with Otaaq right now. Otaaq showing up what he's potentially made of. Let's hope that he doesn't get any mistakes on the board right now. Meanwhile, Carl Sr., sorry, rounding out the pack with Barbos with a bit of a weird line, drops a lot of momentum compared to Carl, and that will promote him up to 3rd place. Meanwhile, Otaaq and Carl Jr., the battle for the lead still raging. And now we're waiting to see Carl Jr. having a little bit of a lead, half a tenth between him and Otaaq in 2nd place. Carl in 3rd place with 1.5 tenths down, and then Barbos 4 tenths down. He's getting severely distanced by the pack right now. Barbos with the wide line touching the wall. It's game over for the elementary player from Germany. Meanwhile, Carl Jr. and Otaaq still 1st and 2nd. Carl Sr. in 3rd place, and Carl Jr. will get into the 3rd round win in a row potentially. Watch out for the jump. The hole could be devastating, and no, it will be Carl Jr., Otaaq, Carl, and Barbos for your top 4 with a 106.648 by Carl Jr. on this round. Yeah, I'll do that, Mixu, a little bit later. So, round 4 out of 5, the penultimate round on the lap here, on the cascade here by Wormy and Kaisla, and it seems as though we're seeing Carl having a really good start. The 2006 World Champion showing some strength, at least on the start point, but then Carl Jr. is able to reel everyone in and get back into the lead position. Otaaq, meanwhile, has not the best start in the world, and now he's currently finding himself into the to the depths of 4th place right now, rounding out the way behind the leading pack, 2 tenths down on the leading pack as a result of that. Meanwhile, look at this, half a tenth, even a tenth. Now it's down to a tenth. Now it's up to a tenth between 1st and 3rd, and Barbos and Carl are battling it out fiercely for 2nd place. Barbos having the advantage temporarily right now as he fends off the efforts of the 2006 World Champion to overtake him. Meanwhile, Carl Jr. is steadying fast in front. Thank you, Sigith, for that. I'm really sorry that I didn't engage any other mods sooner. So yeah, Barbos and Super Carl Loof currently battling for 2nd place. Otaaq is way far down, half a second down. Actually, he's trying to claw back some gap. And actually, Barbos will full stop picking the CP, and that's going to be it for Barbos. And Carl Jr. will win the round, and Carl will get 2nd, Otaaq 3rd, and Barbos in 4th. Well, guys, we're one round away from witnessing a clean sweep by Carl Jr. on Cascade by Wormy. We're heading up to round 5 already in this first map, and yeah, Carl Jr. showing extreme form as well. Of course, he was the favorite entering in there, but yeah, looking really good and consistent so far in terms of this round as well. So yeah, Otaaq having a really good start along with the OG Carl and Barbos as well. So the pack is looking really good so far after the first 3 CPs, only a tenth of a second between 1st and last. Currently it's Carl, the 2006 World Champion, rounding out the field and actually battling it out with Barbos for the benefit of 3rd place. Carl Jr. in 2nd place, and Otaaq having a really strong start here. So maybe he could deny Carl Jr. here for 1st place if he manages to keep everything together and keep it on the road. But it seems as though Carl Jr. has having none of that, and he's currently trying to overtake Team Zero's Otaaq to get back into the lead. And yes, he will do that in swift fashion, but Otaaq is not saying his last words just yet. He's trying to get himself some vital points on the board. He's currently sitting in 3rd place, 2 points behind 2nd place Carl with 19, currently sitting 2nd with 19 points, and Otaaq 3rd with 17 points. Barbos is currently dead last with 16 points, and actually Carl going wider than the Otaaq, and Otaaq is getting distanced by the triple world champion Carl Jr. And it seems as though we got a clean sweep on our hands, and Otaaq will teeter and clip the wall, and it's going to be GG for Otaaq for this round, and Carl Jr. will win the round in front of Carl, who narrowly gets it in front of Barbos for 2nd place. Carl Jr., Carl Sr., Barbos, and Otaaq for your top 4 with a 106.541 for Carl Jr. And it's a clean sweep for this map for Carl Jr. having made halfway through the road for the winner brackets quarterfinal. Six more rounds until GG for Carl Jr. Yes, you're right, Zainiel. Yeah, Carl Jr. is looking really strong. So yeah, here we go now onto Kroppots by Kronos and Omnipots. The best time that we could get is a 105.085 by Zykos. As you can see, Yekkosto putting this in the chat. Thank you very much to you, Yekkosto, for actually helping me out by finding the times for each map. We haven't yet Rise Up though. I mean, we had, but I completely forgot the one that actually popped up during the TA seeding or the very first one round. So yeah, Zykos from Team Numelops, yeah, one of the absolute mad lads who helped the campaign of Numelops in the TMMTC 2020 championship run. So quick score recap after round number 5. So Carl Jr. 5 out of 5 round wins, 50 points for him, already halfway through to the finalist status. Carl the OG Carl Sr. half of the points of Carl Jr. currently sitting on 25 in 2nd place. Otaaq and Barbos 3rd equal with 20 points. Thank you, Budget Ken. All right, I guess you can coin it that now. You'd love to play, but there's no thanks. Yeah, but no thanks. So you're supporting this way. Oh, that's fine, man. I appreciate the support. All the support I can get. Will CarlJr do the perfect game? There's a chance. I hope that some people will be able to actually rise up to the challenge and try to deny him at least one round. Just one round. We're gonna have to see. Or maybe he could make a mistake. Yeah, but I don't think. To be fair, it's hard to see that happening from CarlJr. Anyway. The GLHFs are in round 6 underway, round 1 out of 5 on Krompots by Kronos and Omnipots, and we're currently spectating the 2006 World Champion, Super CarlJr. And it's CarlJr who will get the whole shot after CP1 in front of Barbos and Otaaq, and Super CarlJr rounding out the field, and it seems as though the pack is remaining really tightly knit. But when we get into this inside line for both CarlJr and CarlSr, and it seems as though it didn't pay out as much as people would expect it to be, as Barbos and Otaaq got the outside line, it carried much more momentum, and managing to keep closer to the two Carls, as I should say. Meanwhile, it's CarlJr versus Barbos for first and second. The 2006 World Champion Carl, meanwhile, is currently getting distanced a little bit by the pack. Now we get into the freewheel, and actually Barbos will hit the wall, Otaaq will hit the wall, and that's going to be CarlJr versus CarlSr for this round win. It seems though it's advantage to the triple World Champion, with a 4/10 advantage between him and BGenius's player. As we head into the final part of the track, the banked left-hander almost hitting the outside pole for CarlJr, but that's okay. Now onto the right-hander right here, keep it on the blue part, and now to the final corner and the final jump. Will CarlJr hit the wall? No, it will be the one win for CarlJr. 60 points on the board for him. CarlSr will finish in second place, Barbos third, and Otaaq will not finish. He straight up gave up. Either he gave up or he's had some technical issues. We're gonna have to see. Anyways, it's gonna be 60 points on the board for CarlJr, 31 for Carl in second, Barbos third with 24, and 20 points for Otaaq in fourth place. He's an evolved version of Marius 89, is what you're just saying, Zangniel? Okay, sorry, I didn't want to burn Marius. So, Entschuldigung, Marius, wenn du das siehst. Viele Grüße von Frankreich. Anyways, Super CarlJr in first place, then we got Barbos and CarlJr in second and third, and Otaaq is actually trying to get himself back up into the pack, and managed to overtake Barbos for the benefit of third place right here. And meanwhile, it's CarlSr in front of CarlJr for once in the lead, and then we got Barbos trying to make something happen here as we go into the freewheel right here. CarlJr getting a little bit distanced by the pack. Let's actually see. Onto the freewheel they go. Barbos and Super CarlJr negotiating really well. Otaaq getting a really huge slowdown right here. Meanwhile, CarlJr finding himself down in third place. Could this be the round where CarlJr get denied? Oh, and actually a slowdown from CarlJr as well. So it's going to be Barbos versus Super CarlJr here. And now we're going to have to see how everything fares for this 2006 World Champion. And now now the final jump, it's going to be CarlSr, the 2006 World Champion, who gets his first round win on the board. Barbos second, CarlJr third, and Otaaq in fourth place with a 105.574. For the 2006 World Champion on the board. Carl will get through 10 points on the board and will get 41 points on the board in second place. CarlJr still in the lead with 64. As we head into round number 8 of the match, we're currently seeing CarlJr getting the whole shot after CP1. Then we head into the second CP. CarlJr still remains in the whole shot, but look at for Otaaq and Super CarlJr trying to make something happen. Both CarlSr and CarlJr getting for the inside line, and it seems as though they're trying to make a break from Otaaq and Barbos. Barbos going a little, not having the best round so far. Currently sitting in third place overall with 30 points, but not having the best start to the round, 30 seconds in, and he's already rounding out the field, even though he remains in the right group. Currently sitting less than the 10th behind, now over a 10th and a half behind the leader, CarlJr in first place, Otaaq second place. The players have well negotiated that freewheel. Now we're getting the perspective from Super CarlJr, the OG CarlSr, currently sitting in fourth place, and now we're seeing the jump here. This is where CarlJr had a slowdown. It seems as though everybody negotiated really well, but CarlJr has got a really outside line, got more momentum compared to Barbos and Otaaq, and he's going to make short work of both of them to get back into the lead as we're going to get into the final jump really shortly here. CarlJr with the really outside line. Maybe could Otaaq deny him? No! It will be CarlJr who wins the round for less than 300th of a second. Otaaq second, Barbos third, and Super CarlJr in fourth. Really good round by everyone here. Less than 3/10 of a second between first and last. And CarlJr back on the track with 74 points to his credit as we head into round number 9 of the match, the penultimate map round of Krompots. That was actually a sick round. Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. That was a really sick round by all of them. All sub 5.8, yeah. So, meanwhile, CarlJr going for the inside line again with the Super Carl. And it seems as though Barbos managed to get much more momentum compared to both players, and he's able to actually ramp up the pressure and try to keep with this guy. Sorry for the burp. And it seems as though Otaaq has not had the best start so far. It's currently sitting in last place, remaining in the right group, sorry. 1/10 of a second between first and last, even less than a 10th of a second between first and last. And the downhill really well negotiated by all players, but Otaaq getting a distance a little bit by the rest of the pack. CarlJr in front of Barbos and Super Carl. Meanwhile, it actually seems as though the 2006 World Champion managed to get by Barbos for second place, and now we're heading into the final part of the track. Remember, this jump is where CarlJr had to slow down. He will get really aggressive here and will get away with it once again. Really wide line by CarlJr going inside, and Barbos will touch the wall, and it's going to promote Otaaq up to third place. Carl Sr. will be behind CarlJr as we head into the final jump, and it's going to be 84 points on the board for CarlJr yet again, winning the round. Then 105.395, good time for CarlJr. Then Carl will get a 105.1606 in second place, Otaaq third, and Barbos fourth. So 84 points on the board for CarlJr. Second place for Carl with 50 points, 37 points for Barbos in third place, and 33 for Otaaq in fourth. As we head into round number 10, the final round on Krompots by Kronos and Omnipots. Otaaq getting a whole shot after CP2, currently locked in the proverbial battle between CarlJr and himself. Inside line versus outside line. It seems that the outside line is the way faster one, and Otaaq will get back into the lead into this CP right here, and will actually be able to hold the lead entering into the U-turn right now. And it seems as though CarlJr has made a huge mistake. He didn't make a huge mistake. He just was a tiny bit slower compared to the rest of the field, and he finds himself at the tail end of the field right now, around 2/10 down on the leader. So uncharacteristic for CarlJr. Otaaq getting a bit distance here. Now onto the free wheel part we go. Will anyone touch? It seems as though no, but Carl will get so much more momentum compared to the rest of the players, and will re-emerge back up to first just like that. And now he's going to be locked in the proverbial battle between himself and Otaaq for the lead here. And Carl will get really aggressive here really fast, and he will get into the inside line rail here. And now Carl does not get as much momentum as he would have hoped, and that's going to be Otaaq who could potentially get into the freaking round win, and Carl Sr. overtaking CarlJr even, and it's going to be Otaaq who gets the round win in front of the 2006 World Champion Carl second, CarlJr third, and Barbos in fourth. The 105.532 for Otaaq as well. Everyone sub 5.8, and CarlJr will remain in the lead with 88 points, 56 points for Carl for the 2006 World Champion Carl in second, then 43 points for Otaaq in third, and 40 for Barbos in fourth. As we head into the third map for this match, we've got Siphon Blur by Clem. Current world record, the best time we could get here on Siphon Blur is a 101.778 by the man himself, CarlJr. Also, sorry for the fridge noises that you hear. It's just my PC going a little bit berserk when it gets above 60 degrees of increase of temperature in the CPU. I'm really sorry about that. I hope it doesn't get through to the microphone. I don't think you can actually hear it now, because I got some really specific settings to actually make up for the background noise. But anyways, quick score recap after 10 rounds in this round of 8 match. CarlJr in first place so far with 88 points, is currently sitting 3 round wins away from getting himself into the quarterfinals. Then we got Super Carl, the 2006 World Champion, in second place with 56, 43 points for Otaaaq from Team Zero in third place, and Elementary's Barbos is currently rounding out the field with 40 points. You guys don't hear any noise? Okay, that means my expander, compressor, and the noise suppressor are really working well. So, and I hope I'm not too loud for you guys, even though the voice does have a bit of a tag. That's due to my compressor settings, by the way. This is a bit of an insight to the technical side of my streaming setup. So yeah. Anyways, the warm-ups have been done. GLHF to everyone. We're gonna get started with the round number 16. In this match, round number 11, sorry, in this match. Map 3 out of 5 about to get underway, and we're going to be spectating Team Zero's Otaaq. Team Zero's man currently sitting in third place with 43 points. The OG Carl will get for the inside line. He will get a really good inside line, but he will not get as much momentum as he felt like he would have wanted, and he will still remain in the lead in front of CarlJr. Otaaq in third, and Barbos currently in fourth place. Let's actually spectate the Elementaries player right now, currently giving us a good overview of what's happening in the field. So CarlJr and Carl Sr. and Barbos will get the wall hit, and that's going to be it for the Elementaries player. And now it's going to be Otaaq in third place versus Otaaq will clutch the wall as well. What the hell is happening? Are we going to get another meme round like we did in the round of 16 with Scrappy and Cap? how the hell is this happening? So, Carl Sr. versus Carl Jr., and we got already a DNF from Barbos. He feels like it's not going to be worth it to get it. He actually fell out of the map, so yeah, that was a game over already since respawns are completely disabled. And that's going to be Carl Jr. versus Carl Sr. here in the final part of the map right here. And it seems as though it's a proverbial battle between old school versus new school. And it seems that the new school will win with a weird line from Carl Sr. And Carl Jr. will get 10 points on the board. With 98 points to his credit, all he needs to do is just finish the next round to get himself into finalist mode. Carl will be in second place with 62, and Otaaq with 47 points will stay in third place, and 40 points for Barbos still in fourth. Let's spectate the 2006 World Champion, shall we? So let's actually see how he gets this. So inside line drifts a little bit here to get the inside CP line, and he will be in first place, but does not get as much momentum as Carl Jr. and the rest of the group to actually fight off a little bit with keep himself a bit of a buffer compared to the rest of the field. Meanwhile, it seems as though Carl Jr. and Carl Sr. are locked in for verbal battle yet again for that first place. Then we got Otaaq and Barbos in third and fourth. All that Carl Jr. needs to do is just finish the race, so he can potentially go a little bit safe and content himself with a third place or fourth place finish. And as I say that, Otaaq will get back into the final spot right now, as he got the double pong onto the wall. And now it's gonna be Carl Jr. in front of Carl Sr. and Barbos. Sorry, Barbos railing in the 2006 World Champion, potentially trying to pull an overtake into the final corner and potentially the finish. Meanwhile, Carl Jr. has got it under control to get into finalist mode for the first time here in this match. First finalist for Carl Jr. and Carl Sr. will hold off Barbos for second place. Barbos is in third, and Otaaq will go to the finish line and finish in fourth place. So then, finalist mode for Carl Jr. He's one round win away from continuing the journey into the quarterfinals of the winner bracket final, round 13 of the match, opposing Carl Jr., Carl Sr., Otaaq, and Barbos. So, Carl getting the OG Carl getting the whole shot after CP1 is still maintaining a decent lead after the first two CPs, but actually clipping the inside of the quarter pipe, and that's going to be dropping him down to third and fourth place even. And it seems as though, no, everybody's still remaining fairly packed, so 10th of a second between first and last, and it's going to be, Barbos going for the safer approach of not taking the inner pillar CP strat, and that's going to be demoting down to fourth place, but actually got more momentum than Otaaq in this particular section, and we'll get back up to third, and everybody's still remaining as packed as ever. Carl Jr. in front of Carl Sr., and then Barbos in third, and Barbos with a much better line, a much more aggressive line compared to Super Carloof. We'll get back up to second place temporarily, and now we're heading into the final part of the track, and where everything can come undone. Otaaq will touch the inside of the wall. Actually, Carl will also get a hit, and that's going to be it for the challenge of both of these guys. Now it's up to Barbos to potentially deny Carl Jr. He's up ahead of him right now. Maybe he could get him to snipe him at the end. No, it will be Carl Jr. who wins. It's going to be the GG for Carl Jr. here for this match. He will get into the quarterfinals a little bit later on. Now we got another match to contend with. We got second place up for grabs. We've got Carl, we got the OG Carl, who is currently sitting the favorite with 72 points on the board. Then we got Otaaq with 53 points, who is currently under threat from Barbos. Otaaq is not having the best map so far, and Barbos neither. But Barbos is trying to make inroads, is potentially set to trying to make inroads into Otaaq's meager 3-point gap here, and that could potentially be devastating for the Team Zero player if he is able to get it. Let's actually see if everything is gonna be if the stars are gonna align for the French player, for the Team Zero player, should I say, if he can for him to be able to get into the quarterfinals eventually. But it seems as though Carl, the 2006 World Champion, still got the chops, and Barbos will get the huge wall hit right there. That's gonna be it for the Elementaries player. And now we're gonna get into the second half of the map, and currently it is Carl, the OG Carl, having a 2/10 gap, 2/10 advantage between him and Otaaq in second place. Otaaq still trying to pull out some gap, but it seems as though the gap is widening by the second, with Carl pulling a 3/10 of a second gap between him and second place. And now we're getting into the finish, and it's going to be Carl, OG Carl, 2006 World Champion, who gets the round win in front of Otaaq and Barbos. So 82 points for Carl in first place. Then we got Otaaq, who will keep in second place. Sorry. Then we got Otaaq, who keeps his third place with 59 points, and we got fourth place for Barbos with 54. So 2 round wins yet remaining for Carl Sr. if he is to secure this second place in finalist mode. And Otaaq, even though he's a fair bit behind the OG car, currently 23 points behind him in third place, nothing is ever done in Track Maniac. Anything can happen and usually does. So we can expect potentially a huge comeback by the Team Zero player to potentially make something about that. Meanwhile, Barbos currently rounding out the field, trying to waiting to pounce and actually try to make anybody's try to take advantage of anybody's mistake. Meanwhile, CarlJr is currently looking really strong here, pulling a 2/10 gap between himself and Otaaq in second place as we head into the final part of the map, onto the blue part right here. Oh, Barbos clipping the wall. That's going to be it for Barbos. Now it's going to be up to Otaaq to actually get himself into the reins of CarlJr and trying to potentially deny him, but it seems as though it's too little too late for the Team Zero player. It's going to be 92 points of Carl with a huge slowdown at the finish. He will still make it nonetheless, and 92 points on the board for Carl in first place. Then we got Otaaq getting 6 points and Barbos 4 points. So Barbos will be 4th and 58, and third place will be for Otaaq with 65. As we're already down 15 rounds into this match, so map number 3 is done, and we're heading on to Weird Flex by Thompson. So, Weird Flex by Thompson, the current best time we got is a 103.308 by CarlJr himself. So, quick little recap of the scores after 15 rounds played in this round of 8 match. CarlJr has already won this match, so he will get into the quarterfinal matches a little bit later on in the day, just after this one actually. And then we got Super Kaloof in second place with 92 points. Then we got Otaaq in third place with 65, and Barbos 4th with 58. So, with the current score standing, the OG Carl will have to win 1 round still in order to get himself into the finalist mode directly. Otherwise, he will get at least you need 2 rounds to get into finalist mode if he gets denied by either Otaaq or Barbos. He's been playing since 1.5 years, Otaaq? Okay. So, warm-up's about to be done on both Carl's and Barbos' side, and we're about to get started with potentially the final map of this match between CarlJr, CarlSr, Otaaq, and Barbos. We are currently getting started with round number 16 of the match. We're about to get underway, and we're going to be spectating the leader, B-Genius's Super Carloof. And the round is already underway. Round 1 of the 5 of Weird Flex, round 16 of this match. And it seems as though the start is going to be the whole shot for Otaaq. After the first CP onto the second CP, we go with this downhill left-hander. Get really tight on the inside. Barbos almost hitting the wall, it seems. And it's going to be still Otaaq remaining in the lead after the second CP. Barbos is currently 2/10 down already after the first 20 seconds on the map. It's not really looking good for the Elementaries player. And now it's going to be on to Otaaq. And actually, Otaaq will clip the outside. And that's going to be promoting Carl onto the lead. Barbos will hit the wall. It's going to be it for Barbos on this round, and Carl is into the lead right now, trying to pull away from Team Zero's Otaaq, and he's currently doing so with a 2/10 gap already as we head into the blue part. Onto the uphill outside pull turn we go. Right-hander right here. Watch out for the exit right here, and he touched the wall! Carl touched the wall. That's going to be a denial right here by Otaaq in the making, and Carl will not be able to reach the finish line. That's going to be a DNF for the 2006 World Champion. So Barbos is in second place already, and now Otaaq. And actually, Otaaq will fail it. He will have to go for the safe finish. That could potentially be the cue for Barbos to get himself the round when he deserves. And actually, no, he will not go for the Barbos not going for the right finish, and he pays the price for it with Otaaq getting the round win in the end. So, Carl still 1 round win away from getting himself into finalist mode with 92 points, Otaaq 3rd with 75, and Barbos 4th with 64. Barbos feeling insecure? Yeah, he's not feeling... He needs an adult, I think, is what you mean. But anyways, we're already getting started with this round. CP3 is already past us, and Carl is already taking charge of the round, but Otaaq is not having any of that, and he's trying to make something happen here, but he's currently sitting himself finding himself sitting down in third place at the tail end of the pack, 2/10 down on the leader, and Barbos currently is the one more capable of mounting a challenge, being the closest to Carl in the present moment. Less than a tenth of a gap between first and second right now, but Carl is trying to pull something and pull away here, not repeat the mistake, touching the outside wall right here, but he seems as though he keeps it nice and tidy. Into the quarter pipe he goes. No free will being clipped by either of the players, and now we're heading into the final corners right here. Carl still remaining in the lead with 1/10 of an advantage between him and Barbos, 1/10 and a half even, as we head into the final few jumps, the dirt jump into the ramp jump, and we're going to be heading into the finalist mode for Carl Sr. First place for him with a 103.868, Barbos second place, and Otaaq third place. Finalist mode and the first shot for him to secure himself second place and advance into the winner brackets. Otaaq third place with 79 points, and fourth place for Barbos with 70. We're spectating yet again the Elementaries player. Well, in his troubles of actually being able to keep up with the pack, he actually gives us a good overview of how the field is currently faring. It seems as though we got a really good start by everyone, especially Otaaq, who managed to get into the lead after the first 3 CPs and even the first 4 CPs. Currently, Carl is finding himself in the denied position right now. If Barbos and Otaaq finish like that, they will continue to keep the dream alive as things stand. But anything can happen in Trackmania, and usually does. Barbos and Otaaq still look in the proverbial battle for first and second place. Let's actually see. Oh, Barbos hitting the pole. That's going to be it for Barbos, and that's going to be up to Otaaq to deny Carl from this second place. But it seems as though Carl is not having any of that. He's trying to take charge, and he's trying to check out as quickly as possible here. 2/10 of a second as we head into the final part right here of this map. Oh, he will clip the wall! He will touch the inside. He will got a little bit too early onto the steering there, and that's going to be Otaaq who will win the round. He will go for the risky finish here, and Otaaq will get 10 points on the board with 89 points. Barbos will get 6 points, and Carl finishing in third in the end. 104.182 for Otaaq in the end at this round. So then, still a second shot for Carl to wrap it up and get himself into the winner bracket even further, and another chance for Otaaq and Barbos to deny him and prolong the match a little bit more and get themselves a chance into. He has another shot at getting into the winner bracket and actually pit the OG Carl down to the loser bracket. Meanwhile, it's Otaaq who is currently in the lead, 1/10 of a second in front of the 2006 World Champion. But Otaaq with a bit of a wide line here drops a lot of momentum compared to Carl, and Carl will get back into the lead. Meanwhile, Barbos tries to get back to the pack right here, and now we're gonna have to see how everything goes for all of the players. Otaaq in second place still, less than half a tenth between him and Carl, and Barbos getting back into the mix as well. Maybe this could be the one where Barbos will get back up into the frame. Barbos up to second place in front of Otaaq. Otaaq trying to retaliate. Let's actually see. Meanwhile, it's still Carl in the lead, going into the quarter pipe, not clipping the freewheel, and that's going to be up to the final corner to decide it again. Will he get too early? No. He will get everything right here, and now Carl only has one jump to do. Maybe Otaaq can do something. Maybe Barbos can do something. Maybe do they have more speed? Maybe does Barbos have more speed? No. It will be the GG to the OG Carl. So Carl Sr. and Carl Jr. will go on to the quarterfinals happening next. And unfortunately for Otaaq and Barbos, they will be sent down to the loser bracket and will have to claw their way back to continue their adventure. So, the results of that match, Carl Jr. having an easy win on round 13 with 103 points, then Carl, who just concluded his run with 102 points in second place, and finally, we've got 93 points for Otaaq in third, and 82 for Barbos in fourth. And yeah, both Carls will get into the winner bracket quarterfinals, and one of the winner bracket quarterfinals, and the others will have to go back to the loser bracket and start from scratch, basically, to continue keeping their dream alive.